Welcome. I'm Jamila Harris, your Create Income coach. I'm the author of Create Income with or Without a Job, which is actually a guide to the original How to Get a Side Hustle Going. I always believed after I lost my full time job and became broke and homeless that I had to learn to create income for myself. And it was a devastating journey. I had no entrepreneurship training, no background, but hey, I had to take the school of hard knocks and walk the journey and learn to become an entrepreneur producing income for myself. And in today's economy, you hear a lot about that. You hear about having extra jobs, extra freelancing, side hustles. There's so many different names for it. One of the things that I've always tried to share with people in creating income for yourself is you really want to have multiple streams of income. It's very important to have more than just one. So even if you have that job steady income coming in, it's important to have more than one hustle on the side. One of the things that is not taught about money very often, even though you make a lot of money, you have to figure out the whole picture about how money works. What do you really know about the total picture about how money really works? You can make a lot of money, but guess what? You live in a society. All of us live in a jurisdiction that collects income taxes. So, the government, wherever you live, we're going to talk and focus today on how the US government income tax can impact how much of your money you actually get to keep. And isn't that the point? It's not how much money we make, it's how much of it we actually get to keep. And you will be shocked if you consult some of the financial professionals and tax professionals who can share with you how much of your money can go away to income taxes if you don't have the proper advice and have a plan. So, we're going to talk about how to keep more of the money you make. Now, to my Instagram folks, I say hello. I'm going to go into a PowerPoint presentation. You may not be able to see it, but I hope you can always tune in and you can always join us. Our YouTube folks, I ask you to please, um, you know, subscribe, help us out here. Subscribe, like this video. And we're going to start now with our program here to talk about the actual things you need to pay attention to. So, first, we're going to talk about different kinds of income. The first thing we want to talk about is different kinds of income. So, there are different types of income. If you have a job, you're earning wages, which is W 2 income. But if you also generate what we call temporary income is any income that requires you to be present or for you to perform a service, for you to be actively involved in rendering the service, delivering the product, placing the orders, performing the surgery, making the arguments in court, in person, whatever profession you're in, whether it's a regular um, professional or it's a skilled surgeon or architect, you still can be in that position of doing what we call trading time for money. As long as you have to be physically present, you're trading time for money. Now, the other two types of income, which are very prevalent today, which many of us are now learning how to create, especially with all of our online resources. The other types of income are residual income. Residual income actually is income from doing the work one time and getting paid over and over and over again from that one production. So, a perfect example of how to create residual income is, for example, writing a book. When you write a book and publish that book, you write it one time. But every time that book is resold, you earn a royalty, you earn money. And so, literally, and books can survive many of us, most of us, even past our lifetime. So, you create residual income. So you work one time, but you get paid over and over and over again. This also works for songwriters. This works for certain types of sales. Certain insurance sales can create residual commissions. If you invent something and have a patent, you can create residual income that literally becomes legacy income. There are certain MLMs, multi-level marketing companies, that provide income that becomes residual income and legacy income to your future generations. So we've talked about temporary income, which is wages, residual income, which is money you work one time and you get paid over and over and over again for that same product. And the third important type of income, which many of us are learning about and actively participating in, is passive income. And you hear passive income discussed in two separate ways generally. You will hear people talk about passive income from real estate, from either real estate rental property ownership or from real estate investment ownership. You'll also hear about passive income discussed from investments, holding stocks, bonds, and combinations of stocks, all kinds of combinations of stocks, bonds, and et cetera. So when you're earning dividends or capital gains from investments, that is passive income. You don't have to literally be there every day overseeing and completing activities and performing work. That is a category of money working for you. So temporary income, wages, and performing services and delivering goods, that is temporary income, and we're trading time for dollars. With passive income, you're not actively engaged each day. That income comes to you as a result of residual income products you've created, or real estate investments, or other types of investments. So that's money making money for you. All right. So we've talked about different types of income. At this moment, I want to let you know I'm Jamila Harris. I'm the author of Create Income with or Without a Job. Also, our other book, which helps small business owners, is How to Make Big Money with Your Small Business. And our most recent publication, available from our website exclusively, is Seven Simple Steps to Building Wealth. Wealth building made simple for all ages. And you'll see our website in the description. Feel free to go there and check it all out. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Create Income Coach, and like this video if you're getting some information that's going to help you. Now, I want to just give you a disclaimer right now because I am not an accountant, I'm not a tax attorney, I'm not a licensed financial professional. I am a licensed real estate broker, and I own my own real estate brokerage and operate that full time on a daily basis, in addition to the other businesses that I operate. So, the information that we're going to talk about now, you absolutely need to consult a tax attorney, a certified public accountant, some licensed financial professional. We are not trying to give you financial details. We're trying to give you the broad strokes so that you will get a larger picture of what it really takes to keep more of the money you make. Because all of the money that we make is considered income. It's one of those types of incomes we've just described, and it's taxable. So anytime your income is taxable, you need to know how much you could possibly pay in income tax. It's very important. So let's talk about, and this is particularly under the United States flag. In the US, all income is taxable. And so there is a code, there's an internal revenue code that has volumes and volumes and volumes of rules about every type of income you can imagine, every situation you can imagine, before, during, and even after our lives. The income tax code impacts us and our earnings. It can even reach back after you've gone to the grave. The tax code can reach back into your income and impact your family. So it's very important to add to your team a really great certified public accountant, a really great tax attorney, and estate planning and tax attorney, so that you can actually have a tax plan. Everybody needs a tax plan. I know it sounds boring, but it really makes a huge difference. You do all this work to make all of this money and then find out that, 50%, 37%, 15% has to go to the government in income tax. So it's better to find that out on the front end and to create a tax strategy so that you are able to keep more of the money you actually make. So the Internal Revenue Code is administered by the Internal Revenue Service, IRS. Oh, yes, all of us have heard of IRS. Normally, we don't have a positive reaction when we hear IRS, and they are the body that administers the tax code in the United States. So I'm going to recommend that you go to irs.gov. irs.gov. irs.gov is the website that makes general information available to you. Again, caution, you must consult a financial professional, a licensed certified public accountant, a licensed tax attorney, licensed financial professional, so that you don't try to just do this as an online person looking online and looking at the rules yourself. This is very intricate. The tax system is very detailed, and you absolutely need the support of a professional when you're trying to understand, decode, and apply what's on irs.gov to your situation. So we talked about the different types of income. If you go to irs.gov, on the home page, you're going to see on the left-hand side uh, down below a link that will say "Get answers to your questions." So you want to click that. Click "Get answers to your questions." And what you want to do is then you want to look at the link that says frequently asked questions. Frequently asked questions. So then scroll down, and there will be links by category. It will actually it'll answer questions for you about, well, hey, what if I have W-2 income? What is taxable? Is my vacation taxable? What are tax deductions that are available to me? Um, it's it literally has all of the categories that you may think of. Then scroll down further and you will see that there are actual links to answer questions about investments, income from capital gains, income from dividends, income from real estate, property sales, all other types of income. You'll notice by category, it will tell you in those generic areas, it will explain to you how those items are taxed. Now, be aware that the tax code changes every day, every single day. So you can't just assume that what information you read from last January or last March or last April is still the current tax code. The tax code changes on a daily basis. So it's important to, again, touch base with your certified public accountant, your tax attorney, your financial providers, so that you are keeping up to date with the tax code and all of the rules that will apply to any and all income that you earn during a tax period. So, one of the most important things you'll want to remember is to absolutely add to your financial IQ. I love to talk about how we have to increase our financial IQ. We have to learn everything about how money works. It's not just enough to learn how to create that new income, to create multiple streams of income. We have to also understand how money really works. And part of the realities about money is the tax code and the fact that all the money you earn is taxable. And there are different tax rates for different types of income. So I'll just give you a little tip. You want to pay attention and ask, what is the difference between taxable wages versus tax on other types of income, your residual and your passive forms of income? They're all taxed differently. There's a philosophy behind taxes, which is this. The philosophy behind taxes in the United States is that if you are creating money, you're creating jobs, you're creating opportunities, you're adding products and services for the use of others, then that behavior is rewarded in the United States. You're rewarded by the tax code. You are allowed certain tax deductions and tax breaks and reducing your income tax liability when you are creating. Wage earners, on the other hand, are seen in a different light by the tax code. So there are fewer tax deductions and tax benefits on that hand. Also, remember when you are investing, everything we're all now learning about how to invest. Remember that every investment, every brokerage account, all your income is taxable. So you want to pay attention to what types of accounts you are opening, what types of accounts you're establishing, and whether they are taxable or non taxable accounts. So I'm Jamila Harris, author of Create Income with or Without a Job, How to Make Big Money with Your Small Business, and 7 Simple Steps to Building Wealth. Wealth building made simple for all ages. I ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Create Income Coach, and like this video if you heard anything today. If you learned something, just send me a comment. You learned something. Comment on what you learned that you didn't know about how money really works from this video. And definitely go to our website, createincomewithoutajob.com. Check out all the books, all the resources. They're available as audiobooks, as ebooks. Hey, we are bringing you ways to create income in simple forms because we want to help you succeed. We're also available for coaching. So I'm Jamila Harris, your Create Income Coach, and I look forward to seeing you soon.